Hey guys, this is Killer120 coming at you with another, or my first I should say, commentary. I play mostly support. This is a ranked game. This was Silver 3, and I'm going to be bringing you guys as many games as I can as I climb through the ranks starting at Silver, which is where I'm at right now. I actually have a new account that I'm building up, so when I do my placement matches, I'll also start recording there. These are more games just to learn exactly how it works, the whole streaming or making videos. I'm the Spartan's one
Welcome to
here,
Summoner's Rift.
and I'm playing as Thresh, and I'm supporting the Vayne in this match. I chose to open with
A
a
summoner has
coin, which I
reconnected.
really like opening with the ancient coin, just because you get the health regen, so you get a bit of sustain, and you also get the mana regen, which I find some people like to still go with the Targon shield, but I really don't find it's as good, just because I tend to run low on mana. And this game, I
30
also ran
seconds
with
until
a
minions
warding
spawn.
totem and 4 biscuits. And usually it's a toss-up between if I get the warding totem or if I go with the sweeping lens. It is entirely based on who I find as the support for the other person. So if I'm worried, if I think we're going to push the lane, then I'll tend to get a sweeping lens so I can hide in the brush and I can threaten them with hooks and they really don't know where I am in the bush. But if
Minions have spawned.
if I feel like we're gonna be getting pushed back, or I'm really scared of their jungler, I'm gonna run with the warding totem. And I'll usually go with 4 biscuits and a side. What are they called? Stealth wards. So as you can see, I'm just protecting the blue buff, getting ready to leash. I opened up with my flay just because I like the extra poke damage that you get when you open with flay. You can leash a lot stronger, so I do extra damage to the buff. I'm able to leash stronger, and you can poke better. I don't tend to make really big plays with Thresh until I hit level 3. That's when, once you get your lantern,
A summoner has disconnected.
your death sentence, and your flay, that's when you feel like you're really strong. So I'm just gonna lower the volume again. There we go. And here I noticed that the Caitlyn is alone. So what I'm trying to do now is I'm just trying to zone her from getting as much experience as possible. So you're gonna see I'm gonna take a whole bunch of damage, which I really don't mind because I have the coin. I can afford to get poked a bit. And you can see I'm just forcing her back and I'm denying her basically the ability to CS as much as possible. Take a bit of damage. And again, it's okay because I got my 4 biscuits and I'm able to regen really easily. And you can see I'm just trying to poke her a little bit while my Vayne is busy CSing. Make sure to collect the souls. And again, I know that bush is
A
warded. I
summoner
actually saw
has
her warded. I
reconnected.
still hide in it just because I like to be away from the side of the minions. And here I land my death sentence, followed up with a flay. Just poke her down some more. Now she has to be really wary of trying to poke at me until she pops her health pot. Granted, she still does have her barrier up, but I also have exhaust, so. We see Jarvan come in. Here I try and flay his combo, but I don't manage to get it off. And so I flash and I'll try and pull him under the turret. And it worked. I managed to keep my Vayne alive. Unfortunately, she had to burn both her flash and her barrier. I burnt my flash and my exhaust. Caitlyn burnt her flash though, so it's not that bad, and Jarvan also burnt his. So, not the most favorable engagements, and I kind of wish I had warded, but I hadn't, which was a shame. Now at this point, I think Jarvan is hiding in the bush over here, and in reality he's not, and I would try and place the ward over that wall, and as you can see, I fail it pretty hard. No biggie. Their Shyvana finally came in, so they're running with a Shyvana support, which caught me off guard. And here I'm trying to make a play happen. And the Vayne comes in a little late, and then she almost ends up dying. Which was kind of bad by me, but I managed to land the hook, pull in the Caitlyn, and what should have been an easy first blood, our Vi ends up flashing on. And unfortunately, Vi goes down to minions, but we got the first blood with the assists. And their Shyvana is the one who got the kill on the Vi, so it's really not that bad. And here we're just going to push the lane out a little bit. and then we're going to teleport back. And as we're teleporting, in comes Jarvan. So we just fall back. He can't really go in on us because I still have my my death sentence. So if he tries to go in on us, I can just pull him under the tower, and Vayne will pick up a relatively easy kill as well as getting the red buff. So we just port back. I choose to upgrade my ancient coin right away into a Nomad's Medallion. I get one vision ward because I noticed Shyvana is not really warding. She's not buying wards. So I'm not really too concerned. Like, putting down the vision, what's it called again? The vision ward? Yeah, the vision ward in the brush is a really good idea, I tend to find, just because if they don't ever ward this bush or face check it, you're going to have that vision ward until they gank, and you know when they're coming in for the gank. So it's a really nice way to maintain permanent vision. Another really nice place you can put the vision ward is actually right in the tri-bush over here, and that will prevent you basically all game until their jungler goes back there, and it's definitely a great way to save your own life. Again, I'm just hiding in the bushes, warding them. I'm pretty sure that bush is warded, but I don't really care. I'm just trying to force them back and keep them scared. It's really hard for me to land a death sentence right now, just thanks to the fact that they're hiding so well. But there we go. I managed to land it, followed up with my flay. Just get some poke damage down. And you'll notice I'm being really aggressive and I'm taking a lot of damage, but I'm also able to get the health back. I don't really mind taking damage so long as I still have biscuits. And if I'm pushing them back, they don't have any sustain either. So I feel like I'm coming out on top in this case, especially because my Vayne is currently allowed to free farm. So again, I'm just kind of keeping them away from the minions, trying to deny them as much experience as possible. I see Shyvana's going in, and so I throw my lantern for Vayne. She's busy CSing. And I missed the death sentence, but again, it was enough. It forced them back, and they're still having to be pretty cautious. It's a shame our Vi's not coming down for a gank. It'd be a great time right now. She's hitting her blue, and I believe she comes down after this. But again, actually, I really botched that death sentence. That could have been an easy kill on the Shyvana if I would have landed it. I see Caitlyn's putting down traps, so I just throw my lantern down, get the shield, and I tank the trap. And Vi's currently chasing Jarvan through our jungle. He tried to counter jungle here. One thing that's really important to do, I find, when I'm playing support, especially when I play support, is constantly be looking at the minimap. You don't have to get distracted by things such as trying to CS, trying to like last hit everything. And so you can really help your team out. And there again, I botched the death sentence, and I'm actually missing a lot more hooks than I usually miss. But we're still keeping the Caitlyn really far back. I mean, she's level 5, and Shyvana's level 4 to both of our level 5s. And I do believe Vayne is about to level up right now. So, while I don't do the best job here pushing her back, I am trying. And just waiting right now on my cooldowns. Cooldowns come up. And I believe at this point, yeah, I'm waiting for the Vi to come down, and I'm a little bit worried of a Jarvan. So I wait for Vi to get in a position, throw my lantern, flash, pretty easy hook for the flay, and the exhaust. I burned my exhaust there. I thought we'd get further, but we managed to burn Caitlyn's barrier and her flash, so it's not that big of a deal. And then right here, I go in on the Shyvana. I flare back into our team, drop the ult, land the hook on Caitlyn. And here we pick up the nice double kill for our Vayne. So that was a really nice play. I'm happy with that. And now we see Jarvan coming. I'm instantly ready to try and flay him as soon as he tries to throw his combo and blink over to us, or whatever it is that he does, flag pull over to us. So I'm looking out for that this whole time, but he doesn't seem to do it, which is probably smart on his end, because if I death sentence him, he's stunned. Probably should have thrown a death sentence there. Could have got him. A nice trick when you're trying to throw a death sentence is you wait for the the minion to just about die. As you see the last shot on the minion going, the person still thinks they're safe because they're hiding behind the death sentence. And then you throw your death sentence right when they die, and it's a really nice way to try and land your hook as Thresh. I can say Thresh is my favorite champion to play. I started playing support when I first got into League. My friend suggested, oh, just play Soraka. And so I did. And since then, I've really enjoyed support, just the whole teamwork aspect. You help out your carry. And a lot of people don't like to play support, which is interesting because, well, obviously most people just want to go get the shared glory of all the kills. Some of the reasons I like to play support, it's just that you make the plays happen. You'll see most of the kills that we get early game are because I'll throw a death sentence, use my lantern, go in, pull the enemy team towards us, and I'm able to set up the play for our carry to get the kills. So I feel like I actually have the most fun playing as a support early game. And there you can see, I just throw the ward in the bush so that Shyvana can't hide in it, and I let the Vayne pick up the nice easy kill. Again, all about feeding your support, feeding as the support, feeding your carry. And so, try not to last hit. Granted, I've had it a few times where I leave the last hit up to the carry and they kind of let it go. And that's really frustrating too. So if you can tell that your carry's probably not going to get it, take the hit. Like, last hit them, it's best to get the kill. But it doesn't always work out that way. Here, I go in first. I actually just tank the turret. And I let our Vayne get the kill. And we both get out of there nice and safely. So that was a really nice play. You just go in, you take the first 3 or 4 turret hits, allow your carry to safely kill their carry, and then you can both back out safely. I see a Jarvan come in right away. My finger hovers over E, ready to try and knock him back. Throw a lantern, get my Vayne out, and we're good to go back and buy. You can see on my last back, I bought the Moby boots. Oopsies. I bought my Moby boots. And here I actually get greedy because they warded here. And I don't know why Jarvan doesn't jump me. I guess he thinks I'm baiting pretty hard, which I'm not. Again, a really risky play. But for some reason, he didn't choose to kill my vision ward. So I just go in and I kill off his invisible ward. And here Shyvana thinks she can 1v1 me. I miss. Again, I've missed a lot of hooks this game. And we still do pretty well, which is the funny part. Based off of how many hooks I've missed.
Killing spree.
That should have been another really easy kill that I kind of didn't give to our carry. But at this point, we're winning pretty hard. I mean, it's 2-11.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
Darius just pushed down top turret. We're up 6k, 6,500 gold. So, I mean, we're doing really good. And our Vayne is up, what, 20 kills? I missed another death sentence, which is unfortunate. Even without your death sentence, this is why I like Thresh more than I like the Blitzcrank. Even without your death sentence, you can still make a play if you have your Lantern and your Flay. Because what you do is you flay them in you, and if you flay from the max range towards yourself and then throw down your ult, they will actually get caught within the box, and it will hit them. And they're slowed to, I think it's 99% of their actual movement speed. So I mean, here we managed to get Caitlyn burns her barrier. This was a bad play. We went a little bit too far. And Vayne should have just backed off because Caitlyn has her ult. She chooses to go in and barely misses the kill on the Shyvana. So that was unfortunate. Kate got 1 kill there. And the Shyvana got another one. Kate's still not doing that great. She's 1-3-2, so she tends to be really scary early game, and we've managed to box her out of that. Our Vayne is tied in levels, but I'm up a level on Shyvana, so we're doing pretty good. Here I run back, and this is what I like to do with Thresh, and it doesn't always work, which is why it's frustrating. I throw my Lantern, and I wait for my carry. What I'm hoping she's going to do is just run, grab the Lantern, and we can go together, just because I have Moby boots, so I run a lot faster than she does. And I can just help get her to the farm faster. Even over here, I see she's coming, so I ping it. And I throw the Lantern. and the Vayne doesn't grab it, which is it's really quite frustrating when they don't see it, but it's nice when they do, just because you can get them that extra little bit of experience. So again, just a nice little pickup that I do with Thresh. Normally I would not upgrade to the Talisman of Ascension this early. The reason why I did it is because it's, again, another death sentence I miss. I shouldn't be missing those, but the reason why I upgraded that was just because I felt like there was a few times where we wanted to chase and we couldn't, just because we weren't moving fast enough. So, oops. So that's why I upgraded to the Talisman of Ascension. It's also really useful if Jarvan comes in, you can just speed boost out for 3 seconds. Here I land the hook on the Shyvana, the Shyvana box. We should get the kill there, but we don't. And Vayne goes ham. She shouldn't have gone that deep. Caitlyn picks up the fairly easy kill just as Shyvana is busy dodging, so I have to run off. And that right there is a good reason of why you should always clear out the Caitlyn traps if you see her put them down, because if I would have got hit by her Q, and her ult's still up because it didn't end up going off on our Vayne, she would have had a kill on me right there. So that's just really emphasizes the importance of clearing out those traps. Here Caitlyn thinks I'm alone, doesn't realize that we have a Vi with us. So I go in. All I do here is I basically sit there, I get one hit off just so I make sure I get the assist points. And again, I let the jungle take the kill because my role really isn't to get all the kills. With the new Season 4 changes, you really do get a lot of gold off the Talisman of Ascension. And a lot of people don't know this, but stacking assists is actually a great way to get kills now. So what happens is the more assists you get, the more gold each assist is worth to you, especially if you go on an assist. I believe there's assist streaks as well, where you can just really increase the amount of gold you get. Here we go for a dive. What I try and do instantly is just pull the Shyvana out from under her tower. She chases after me. She exhausts me, so I exhaust her. I throw my lantern for that extra bit of health. And the Kate and Vi are very easily, or the Vayne and Vi are very easily able to pick up the kill.
Unstoppable.
And I stay around. This was risky of me to stay around. I stayed because I saw the Caitlyn, and if I can land a hook, I'm fairly certain that with my hook, my flay, my lantern, and my box, because I have no cooldowns and I'm full on mana, we can get the kill. And then I stay around in case Jarvan uses Cataclysm, and then I can help my team just throw a lantern in there so that they can get out.
Blue team's turret has been
We see
destroyed.
Jarvan leave. So Vi runs up. Kennen and Darius come down and try and kill him. And now I go in. Drop my lantern, throw my hook, miss it. And again, we force the Caitlyn back. We can just pretty easily go for Dragon right now. My team chooses not to go for Dragon actually. And I thought this was a bit of a mistake what happens here. So you're going to see Vi kills off that ward. I'm a bit far out, and I went up here to ward, which is a mistake. I didn't realize that Shyvana was there as well. So I get caught off as my team is busy going for Dragon. So I die right away. Thankfully our team's ahead, so we're able to engage on the 4-on-5. And it works out for us in the end.
Dominating.
But it was a fairly close thing. And I really shouldn't have died there. I should have just gone with the team instead of trying to get that ward. I could have warded from inside the Dragon Pit, would have been a lot safer. And here they overstay their welcome. And both the Kennen and the Vayne end up dying, which is pretty unfortunate. Again, we're still ahead in the gold and the kill count. We're 10 kills ahead. We're 8,000 gold ahead. So I just come back down to lane. Now I'm rocking the Sightstone just so I can get more of my wards down. And that's all I bought. I'm building the Rejuvenation Beach just towards my Aegis Little Legion. Another key item on Thresh. And you can see the Vision Ward that I bought early game is actually still there. So it really was worth the investment for all the vision that it's given us. Kind of sloppy of the other team not to see it and pick it up, but that's what happens. I mean, even putting it somewhere in your jungle, like putting it right up here by blue buff, or in this bush especially, if you're mid laning, putting a pink in this bush saves your butt every time they try and come for a gank through here. And they almost never know that you warded it there, so it's pretty safe. And I mean, it's 100 gold to save your life once or twice. It's really worth it. Here we go again, just warding the bush. At this point, got to be a little careful of the Jarvan. So you can see, even though I'm pulling my Vayne up to the front, it doesn't necessarily mean we have to go in. And this Vayne was pretty good. She realized if I'm not going in, she shouldn't go in. So that was good. Again, I'm missing my death sentences. Kind of sloppy. Could have fed my Vayne a lot harder if I would have landed most of them. But we're still doing pretty good on the whole. I mean, our team is dominating. That's pretty useful. So you can see I'm just going in. I'm trying to harass, trying to poke them back. Basically, I'm leaving my Vayne free to farm as much as possible. I wasn't actually aiming for the Shyvana there. I kind of tell it seemed like she wasn't there. So I was just trying to, I was really trying to hook the Caitlyn. Just because she's so much squishier. I unfortunately miss it. And I throw a bad death sentence again. But it's not that bad. Then we realize their Jarvan's missing and their top lane is missing. We don't know where they are, so I run up, quickly ward. And here I was hoping for a nice easy death sentence onto the Caitlyn. I missed that one again. But here I see the Vi coming in and we have the Kennen down below, so I just come in from the back. She is currently sitting on top of her turret.
Rampage.
So we just jump her, focus down the turret. Mundo comes in. I don't know why he does that. He gets focused. Heimer then comes in. Vi jumps him with her ult. And we get a nice, basically 3 kills there and a turret. Jarvan then comes in. And here's where the Talisman of Ascension, you can see I just proc it right there. We all just run in and jump him. There's really not much you can do.
Killing spree.
Throw my lantern to help my whoever's taking turret damage, just shield them. We push down this turret. And at this point we have Darius split pushing top. And the 3 of us decide to continue on towards the turret. I don't think this was a bad idea. Maybe a little overeager after I missed that death sentence. And this Kennen chases way too hard. And then he doesn't see that I have the lantern. And Vi goes in, but she realizes that it's a bad idea, grabs the lantern that Kennen missed.
Blue team's turret has
We
been destroyed.
focus down the turret. But again, we don't want to overstay our welcome, so we just kill the turret, leave. Come down for the inhib later. Dr. Mundo pushed out our Darius. But it's not that bad. Vayne's backing. I was getting ready to back right now, but I didn't quite want to until I was sure that Vi was gone, so I waited just a little bit to ensure that happened. Vayne's going around to farm a little bit more. I am now building up my, I got my Aegis of the Legion. I bought another Vision Ward. Even though this one's still here, it's been there all game. It's useful to have another one just in case. And at this point, I basically just want to build tank. I mean, we're so far ahead in gold. It's pretty much a done deal. I'm surprised they haven't quit yet. Their Shyvana had a few disconnection issues. But the things that I really wanted to highlight in this game are, as a support, it's okay to not be full health. Actually, it's almost bad if you are full health as a support. You should be regenning and you should be poking and trying to force back their carry. This game could have been over so much sooner if I would have hit my death sentence, but that's life. Kennen still gets the kill, which is what's important. But the point is to always be attacking, trying to poke back their AD carry, and it's if you're trading with anyone, it's usually best to trade with their carry, not their support. And the reason why I say that is because when you end up going in early game on a 2v2, what you really want to be doing is you want to be jumping their support, or their carry. Because that's where all the damage is coming from. And not only that, but if you can kill her, then she can't get the kills. So even if you trade, let's say 2 for 2, as long as your carry gets both kills and their support gets both kills, you're coming out on top. Because the support's role is to feed the carry and not to get the kills herself, or himself, themself. So you really want to poke the carry.
Unstoppable.
It's just a lot better that way. And here you can see we get aggressive. I tank way too many tower shots. So I try and hide off to the side and back. Unfortunately, Shyvana sees that I'm there. And I was hoping to just run and die, but she got the hit on me. So, oh no,
Executed.
I got executed. So that's better than giving the kill to Shyvana. I mean, not largely beneficial at this point, but anytime you can get executed over giving a kill to the enemy team, obviously it's more beneficial to get the execute. And here, 2 of them split to chase our Kennen, which leaves just their Mundo here to try and kill us. So we're able to take out their Mundo, and Vi just tanks the turret shot. Kennen's still alive, which is impressive. He ends up getting shut down, which kind of sucks, but it happens. Here I just pop my talisman so I can move a bit faster. I actually ended up buying a Vampiric Scepter. The one offensive item that I like to buy, and some people always question this, but I really like to get a Blade of the Ruin King. And the reason why I like to do it is because as a support, now Thresh is a little different from some supports, but I still like to play him as a peel most of the time. So I'll try and engage with the hook, and then I'll fall back to my my carries, and I'll peel for them. And the reason why Blade of the Ruin King is so nice is because not only are you doing damage to their carry, or their bruiser, which tend to have a lot of life, you are also able to slow them down dramatically and give your carry the ability to kite and hopefully
Rampage.
enough time to be able to kill off the bruisers that are trying to jump them. That's my logic behind why I like to get the blade. Here I'm just farming up a little bit, getting the CS. This game should have been over again a long time ago. We're up 20k gold, so there's no reason it's still on.
Killing spree.
Just securing a few more objectives.
Purple team has slain a dragon.
I don't know what Heimerdinger was doing there.
Purple team double kill.
But again, I think they realize it's over. Just focusing down tower, and there's the surrender. So this is my first commentary. Feel free, if you like it, to give it a like, subscribe. Tell me how it can improve as well. That's always very useful. That's all, and have a good one, guys.